Hey boys, welcome back to some more Rugby League Live for Be a Pro career. It is round 17. Taking on the Sharkies here. We're 6 on the ladder. We're sliding. We're lucky that I left us before I stopped the series. We're in a good spot. So we've been given the freedom to lose a few at the end here. And hopefully we'll start hitting our straps. Probably Origin period is done and dusted now on the games, so we should have, or every team should have their full complements. As we look, they have Big Sammy there. Val Holmes is still there. Jazz Tavanga, dummy half. Tony Williams is back. Pretty good team. Honestly, the Sharks have a pretty solid team. Here's our side. Trent Hodgkinson is obviously back, so does confirm that he was playing State of Origin. You know, things change. Things change pretty quickly. Poor old Trent. But yeah, there was some positive signs last game. I mean, for the first 10 minutes, geez, we scored an absolute beauty of a try. Probably the next 65 minutes, it's fairly much downhill, but it's not going to start well. Forward pass from dummy half. Boys, we gotta. The unforced errors is what's killing us. Absolutely killing us in this series. A couple of by our hand for sure. Probably called for the ball when we shouldn't have, but most of them have been from forward passes like that. Just drop balls. It's just been a sloppy performance, but. It's gonna. Matt Pryor goes straight through. It's got to click. It's got to click, and hopefully we can get a bit of a rev up, and maybe the back end of this season we can start hitting our straps. But a little bit of inside baseball about this series. I'm actually not too sure what I'm going to do. So obviously this season we're gonna play out, but then I'm still contracted. Annoyingly, I'm still contracted to the Cowboys for I think 2 seasons after this one. So I feel like next season, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I guess what I'm thinking of is maybe next season I'll simulate the games and then just play the finals if we make it. Or we could play next season like usual, and then the season after we'll do that, and then obviously we'll get signed to a new club, as we are going to score, I think, a try here with Branko Lee back in the number 4. Is that the 3rd time they've switched? I'm positive last week I said the same thing because Javid Bowen was in the number 4, I think. But maybe that's what I'll do. Probably next season, because this has been like half a year. I think it will be good to play the next full season, and then we will simulate the season after, and then that season we'll get a contract offer from hopefully someone else. Well, I'm sure we will. James Roberts. I didn't actually see Roberts is in the team as well. It's a pretty dynamic left side, James Roberts and Big Sammy. But in saying that, you probably want a fairly useless winger outside of Roberts, because Jimmy Boy does not pass. Does not pass. He does not set his wingers up at all. And I mean, honestly, you can say that for a lot of centers in the game. Like, a lot of centers don't really pass. I feel like the centers that do set up their wingers are very, very good. It just makes it a lot more dangerous if you've got that little giddly flick or just quick hands. Is Blake Ferguson. I didn't see Ferguson. They have got an incredible backline. Ferguson, Jimmy, Val Holmes, Big Sammy. Who else did they have? Who was fullback? I don't even know. Was Ferguson fullback? I think Fergie was fullback for some reason. But what was I going to say? I was going to say something really, really good. Well, not good, but I was talking about the, that's what I was going to say. The quick hands and stuff. I was going to say that's why I think Will Hopewade is like very underrated as a center. He's honestly, Hopewade, in my opinion, he's probably like one of the best centers in the world. He doesn't really get any credit because he plays for the Bulldogs, who they've actually won a couple of games, but they're pretty useless. As they're gonna score another one here. That's you know, that's a bit unlucky. A bit unfortunate, that try right there. And all of a sudden, it's now 22-4. It's blown out. It's definitely blown out. But yeah, Will Hopewade is incredibly underrated as a center. Honestly, his defense is rock solid, and then his attack is just, he's good. He's good with the footy. Like he's not like a Latrell Mitchell. Who else? Like a Nick Koch. Like he's not one of these tackle. He can tackle break, but he's definitely not like. He's not one of the best, but he is good. Like as a ball runner, but his hands, dude. He has got the best hands of any back in the comp without question. I have no hesitation in saying that. The amount of times there is like a quick pass needed, just a tap on ball, he always gets it right. I think I might have seen one time where it went forward. Usually it's just in and out on the chest, winger scores. Like it's unreal how good he is at getting it to his winger. And honestly, that's why I think Hopewade at fullback for the Dogs was very good. I don't know why I keep talking about the Bulldogs. I talk about the Bulldogs all the freaking time apparently, but I honestly think Hopewade is a better fullback than Zelezniak. I think Zelezniak is pretty overrated as a fullback. He's a strong, like, I don't know. I keep talking about the Dogs, but that's a beautiful ball to felt. But it makes no sense to me that Zelezniak is a fullback. Like he's very good at carrying the ball back. Like he's one of the best for sure. But like that's a great winger job. He can't pass, and he doesn't have any kicking ability. Will Hopewade is just a better fullback in my opinion. But yeah, that's enough about the Bulldogs talk. I just wanted to mention Hopewade, who I think is an excellent player who doesn't really get too many raps, honestly. As who was this big was it Cohen S? Cooper, maybe? Nice little try. Benji Marshall's going to look to convert the goal, so putting a little bit of respect back in this game. It's going to be 22-10. I mean, 2 tries down. Anything could happen, but unfortunately we've turned the ball over, so probably the more likely one is Val Holmes is the fullback, so obviously Fergie is out in the centres, I think. As long ball. Thankfully it's forward. James Maloney was almost straight through. We were going to try to cover across and make the tackle, but it would have been a tough one. So we're still in it. We're still in it as trying to beat the one-on-one. If we just could have got through there, got a try, could have been a good finish. Didn't happen, and now the Sharkies get a chance to really wrap this ball game, really wrap it up. A try here and it's all over as Tim Gillespie gets tackled. He's driving towards the line. He almost gets there. That would have made me very, very angry. As who was this? He gets caught on last play. Jastafunga just too close to the try line. It's good to see that the AI sometimes gets screwed, as we absolutely get met right there. And the Sharks again, a turnover from us and back on the attack. So yeah, again, a couple of good signs. We're definitely, it's gonna click. We're gonna start hitting our straps. We're gonna start playing better as a team. I feel like our personal performances have been pretty good. They've definitely been coming along. I feel like our positional play has been pretty good. Defensively, we haven't really let any there's a lot of line breaks all the time in this, and I feel like I've been pretty solid at defending those. As a little kick here, another kick there, brilliant stuff by us. We're looking to just light it up in this last second, but Hodgkinson takes a tackle, and it's gonna be all she wrote. So another loss. A tough one to take, but completions again just absolutely killing us. Val Holmes, man of the match. Hopefully, guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.